Ghost, Zero, Suitcase, and the Moon by Richard Siken. Contrast and likeness, the difference between one bird and many, the similarity of one bird, one worm, one stone, from finger counting to sticks, to symbols, to abstractions, magnitudes no longer represented by pebbles. Numbers larger than 10 are no longer human. They fly from the hand into the imaginary sky we call hypothesis. Take this bird, for example. Make it equal something. Get it on one side of the sky. Solve means isolate. Solve means conquer. The numbers suit up and take the field. Was I discovered or invented? Asks the Zero. Feels like I've always been here. I put a line around his border, but he still wasn't here. A hole in the world. A failure. I turned away. You start counting at 1, not 0. Which is wrong, says the Moon. Thing or nothing. Where or nowhere. Measure yourself against the truth and not the other way around, says the Ghost. Man, Moon, Ghost, 0. Naming rounds off. Perfect and completely dead. Your math is crazy, says the Moon. You can count to 8 with the spaces between your fingers, says the Ghost. If you have 1 apple, and I take away 1 apple, you have 0 apples and a sadness, says the Sadness. It's true, says 11, putting on his suit. Counting is boring, even when it works, says the square root of -1. Subtraction is worse, says the Ghost, while the Sadness nods his head. Math is just replacing things with other things, says the Moon. Skull on a bottle equals poison, says the Moon. We erase birds from the sky in an attempt to solve for. We put bodies in piles in an attempt to solve for, says the Ghost. People don't learn anything unless they are afraid of being left behind, says the Suitcase. I am afraid, says the Suitcase. Here and there and what to do about it. Leave out the equal sign and the very idea of place will end, says the equal sign. Even when you are in rocket ships. Black ice and moonlight. A spiritual algebra. 0, 0, 0 roses. And I am not the Moon, says the Moon. I am your own big stupid head just trying to talk to you. A hole in the sky and we call it the Moon. You are bound to have many questions now. Try to formulate them.